Hi everybody, it's Nichelle here again with birthuhura. Here at birthuhura, I am a full spectrum plant-based holistic doula and an advocate for all things safe, natural, and effective. Here on this channel, we discuss all things birth, pregnancy, and womb health related. So if you guys like the content, you love what you hear on the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Today's topic is going to be about why it is so important for us to avoid stress in pregnancy, especially very early and very late in pregnancy. And during our birthing process, because so let's get into it. So stress, right? We understand that stress can cause physical manifestations, right? So the physical manifestations of stress can affect so many parts of our body. It affects how we retain oxygen. So like the amount of oxygen that we are saturating can be affected. So this means the oxygen that's getting to our vital organs could be restricted. Our blood vessels are open and closed during stress. They tighten. So which also means that your baby is going to be getting less oxygen than they should be if you are under some kind of extreme stress or consistent stress. The blood flow is impacted. So the blood to the skeletal muscles, the blood to the organs, blood through to the placenta, all of these things are being affected. Cortisol levels are shooting out, which means that, you know, you are in fight or flight mode, or you are in shock at some points if you're experiencing some kind of depression, if you're experiencing lots of anxiety, if you're experiencing anger. So all of these forms of stress can cause, you know, your blood supply to, you know, not be optimal. And then your blood sugar levels are impacted. So this is connected to when we start seeing gestational diabetes, how we are utilizing our insulin, how we are producing insulin, all of these things. Stress is really can really manifest physically, and if you're getting extreme muscle aches or Charlie horses or chest pains, all of this stuff is impacting you and impacting your baby, and will manifest itself causing issues during the birthing process. Stress is largely connected with and raises your chances of fetal death. So the risk of fetal death is, you know, and maternal death is higher, much higher in stress individuals, people who are experiencing lots of stress, people who are, you know, going through emotional tough times. This is connected to higher rates of death in both mom and baby. So this is why it's so important for us to try as hard. And I know the society that we live in, I know that situations happen, I know that sometimes we lose people at unfortunate times. I know that it's so many different circumstances that can happen, you know, during the time of pregnancy. And it's hard to just say, just don't stress. It is difficult for the human being to just not stress. But if you understand how it impacts your baby, if you understand that you are putting yourself and your child at risk, I think it'll be more easier to try to calm yourself, to write down your fears, to get it out, to meditate, to do things that make you happy in times of stress, in times of these unfortunate situations, so that you keep yourself in full functioning condition, so that you can get your baby here safely and so that you can be safe during your process. So this is why I always explain to my clients that you have to put self first. Self-care is important, and you have to remove whoever and whatever is not benefiting or not bringing joy, happiness, logic, something positive to you. If it is bringing, obviously every day and all the time it's not going to be perfect, but you should not have someone in your corner. Should not have people or things around you that are causing you consistent and extreme stress, because these things will manifest physically and mentally. Anxiety, suicidal thoughts. These are all mental manifestations. All of these things, um, start forming in your mind. The call of the void. All of these things can definitely impact you, and we don't want these things going on because our babies feel all of this, and we don't want it going on just because we want to be in good spirit. We want to feel good. We want to feel great. We're about to do something phenomenal and amazing and wonderful and magical. So why would we want to be feeling anxious or depressed or not cared for or unsafe or scared or traumatized? We don't want that. We want to build the best possible team and have the best possible outcomes that we possibly can. So it starts with education, which is a part of the reason why I'm here. I am only a little drop in the ocean, but we have to start giving this information and doing the information, doing, being, and giving in our communities and with our families and our sisters and our brothers, because this is important. Our children are growing up in traumatized households and stressed out households and all of these different things. And this stuff just keeps the cycle going. So, and I know that was a little bit deep and I got past the birth part, but I'm sorry. So let me bring it back. So stress in pregnancy and even before, like even before you want to get pregnant. I know it's not always like that. People don't just say, oh, I want to get pregnant, so let's start now. Sometimes it just happens. But even if you're planning a baby, if you want a baby, because sometimes I see like society, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm 27, I'm 28, I don't have a baby yet, I need to hurry up and have a baby. Or it's pressure from the family, or it's when you're going to give me a grandbaby, or all of these different things. So we just feel that pressure and we just do it, but we're not really actually ready. So if these are the situations that you have run into, just understand, make sure you're deciding this for yourself. Make sure you understand that you need to prepare your body mentally, physically, nutritionally. We want to prepare our bodies to start to go into a more healthy lifestyle if we're not already there. Some people are, that's great. But if we're not already there, we must start to do that so that we create environments and a strong foundation for you and your baby and your family. And that's pretty much my take on stress and pregnancy. I'm pretty sure I left out some things because stress causes so many ailments, so many issues, so many problems. Even the fear, your mind can tell you that things are going wrong, and then those things actually manifest themselves. Even though they weren't actually wrong, they are actually now wrong because you have placed them in your mind, so much so that your body starts to respond that way. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on stress and how we need to really, really try our best to avoid it. If you guys have questions, if you want to share your experiences or comment in the comments below, please do so. If you have a topic that you would like me to talk about that I haven't already talked about, please reach out to me at birthuhura@gmail.com. And yeah, I'm Nichelle. I'm a doula at birthuhura. And I will see you guys for the next video. Thank you so much. Peace and pregnancy dust.